Hey everyone, welcome back. It is time for another wrestling review. With me once again, we have Campo.Reviews, the man who reviews movies, TV shows, everything else in between. If you want, there's something a little different on his channel. He and I reviewed the anime Dan to Dan, so make sure you go check that out. That's the first time I think he and I reviewed an anime in a while. Okay, Jin, that's good stuff. With me once again, he threw me off now. See, it happens
No,
sometimes.
let
We
it.
are
We're doing
back.
it live.
We're doing it live. It doesn't matter. No editing here. We are reviewing New Japan Strong's Battle in the Valley, the annual New Japan Strong show that starts off the year. It feels like everything we've done so far has been New Japan related,
Well, that's great, sir.
which I don't mind at all. So a couple pre-shows on this match. We kick off with Zane J versus Viento.
I was a little bit poo,
Yeah, I
but I
don't.
liked it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Zane J. I don't know. I don't know
I'm
how I
I'm
feel about
more
him.
a fan of Zane J than I am of Matt Vandergriff.
Matt Vandergriff. Okay. I'll give you that.
It
Uh,
was not bad.
no,
It was
it
a little
wasn't.
bit poo, but it was fun.
It was fun. Yeah, I'll give it that. I'll give it that. Zane J does win. There, he's the next Matt Vandergriff, and they seem to really be pushing him.
He almost destroyed his own nards when he
Hmm.
went up to the top rope and fell and
And
landed
fell.
right on the
Yeah.
corner thing.
This guy, you know what Zane J reminds me of? You know when you go to like a WWE 2K game
Yeah,
and they
he's
give
the
you
custom, like the
a
main,
custom, yeah, they
the
give you just a
original custom.
custom random character. Yeah, that's Zane J.
Randomized character.
Create a wrestler number 17. What's it called? What do they call it? The
I don't
template
care what you're calling it.
template number 17. But Zane J does get the win here. Second pre-show match is TMDK
Thanks.
Shane Haste and Bad Dude Tito against Fred Rosser and your boy Matt Vandergriff.
In the words of a wise man, Wayne Campbell from Wayne's World, gung high, kick a guard.
Yeah.
Um, okay, this was a match, and it
Yeah.
wasn't that bad.
No. But again, we don't judge these on the pre-show
No, we
matches
don't. But
anyway.
I, when I'm watching, and it's not to say that they're all like doo doo. When I'm watching New Japan Strong specifically, when
Hmm.
I see a pre-show, I expect the poo,
Yeah.
like some sort of poo, like a level.
Yeah.
Like there's levels of poo.
There's levels of poo. This was good poo,
Yeah, this was
not
tasty.
shitty poo. It's
This had like some peanuts in it and corn.
yeah, corn. It was a solid poo.
It's tasty.
Yeah. TMDK win. Shane
What the
Hayes,
fuck am
I
I
guess.
talking about?
I don't know. I guess the other guy, his partner is hurt. Thorne or whatever his name is.
Yeah, and I guess Tom
Lawler.
the Pants guy, Tom Lawler, must be
Yeah. But it is what it is. Uneventful is what I put down.
fair.
Yeah. Main card. We start off the main card with a banger. Gabe Kidd versus Tomohiro Ishii.
Very good. This match was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we have two people on this card, and we'll talk about one later.
Mm-hmm.
The Gabe Kidd and Takeshita are currently on their We're Beating Legends tour,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And this was just a good match. Like it
It
wasn't
was.
great. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't bad.
No,
It
but
wasn't.
Ishii at this point of his career, he will give you a good match.
Yeah, I think he works a lot better for me in a tag match
Yes.
because I want everything he brings, but I just don't need him in the ring for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And this went the full 30 minute. We got a draw. Not even
I'm not upset by it because it
no.
made Gabe Kidd look really good. Like throughout the entirety of this match, Gabe Kidd looks really good. The only benefit here for Tomohiro Ishii was like, wow, he's just so strong he could
He
last
couldn't,
forever.
yeah.
And I'm okay with that because
Yeah.
that's the character he is.
And we're gonna get a rematch with this probably too.
It helps him in it helps Ishii in the sense that he has leverage to put people over because
Yeah.
well, you might be able to beat me, but I'll last forever.
Yeah.
And I think this
My
only adds to
stamina,
that.
yeah.
This
Yeah.
only adds to that slightly, which I don't know how he does it, man, because he's got to be like 48.
Yeah, he's my age, I think. 48.
You're
Yes, I'm
old.
old, guys. I'm old. I'm old. Little let me know in the comments if I'm too
We
old to
got
be doing this
below the
shit.
curtain. We got
That's
behind
it.
the curtain.
Behind the
Below the
curtain.
curtain. Got under
So
his
that, like,
skirt.
woo, my kilt. I'm not even Scottish. This show's going off the rails. Uh, Gabe Kidd retains because we got a time limit draw. So with that, West Coast Wrecking Crew defending the strong openweight tag team championship against Roppongi Revice, Rocky Romero, and Yo.
I didn't want to be like, oh, this match was pretty good, but like this match was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was pretty
I
good.
and here we go again. The West Coast Wrecking Crew win. They need a long run with these belts.
Longer than this at the very
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
They did very cute. They were very cute. It
Yeah.
was this whole match ran smoothly.
Hmm.
Yo is like super jacked. Oh, can
Yeah,
I just
he
put that
got.
out
Is it
there?
just me or did he get bigger? Like he
He's
got jacked.
absolutely like he spent the whole time up there being like popping his little titties.
Yeah, doing
Uh
his own what's his name?
I knew from the start that the plan was obviously to for a put over because Rocky's running the show.
Yeah,
But it was going to be a Rocky put over because you're not going to Yo put over.
no.
Um, but at the same time, with the pedigree of career that Yo has had and the pedigree of career that Rocky's had, especially when you know that Rocky's Roppongi Vice led to
Yeah,
Roppongi 3K and he's the overseer of Yo's career, and they're really, other than like maybe Ishii and Yano, the two last remaining real members of Chaos, because we know we're about to see an implosion of what is the tag
chaos.
team called? Uh Yoshihashi and
Oh,
Goto.
Bishamon, Bishamon.
Bishamon. We're about to see that. So that's like leaving the last like real.
Yeah,
These are the last two real members.
yeah,
Um, but with given their pedigree and everything that they've done, you kind of have to expect that they're going to win some kind of tag belt. But I don't see it being against West Coast Wrecking Crew, which is fair when the way that this played out.
yeah.
But I'm curious to see what they're going to do in the future because eventually you have to give them something. There's no way you're going to
Hmm.
let one of the all-time greatest. Sorry, my screen's just opening
Yeah,
things. You're not going to let one of the all-time greatest tag wrestlers from that division and then one of the greatest modern tag wrestlers of
yeah.
that division not end up winning
Winning
something.
something. Yeah,
But it was a good match. Not
yeah,
at the top is tier. This is similar to the match we just watched where it's
yeah.
like I left it and I was like, okay, I'm having a great time tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be yeah, I'm going to have a good time tonight. Exactly. West Coast Wrecking Crew, like I said, do retain. Like you said, Rocky Romero is putting them over. He pretty much runs New Japan Strong, so we knew that was going to happen. But I'm not upset with it. Next match, it's an 8-woman tag match, elimination tag match.
I
So we
like
got
that element.
yes, we get Empress Nexus Venus, which is Shirakawa, Maika, and Hanako, and Viva Van against Azumi, Anna Jay, Trisha Adora, and Johnny Robbie.
Which color me crazy because I watch AEW
Mhm.
regularly and I did not know Viva Van
Is
was
signed
signed
with
to AEW,
AEW.
but apparently yes.
Yeah.
Um
Just like they just announced, Megan Bayne has always been signed to AEW and
well,
she's making
we knew it, but then we thought something must be
everybody did.
wrong,
Yeah.
which by the way, I don't know if you watched that Dynamite. That's one of the best Dynamites I've ever watched.
Where she's challenging Mariah May.
That match was really good, the women's match,
Yeah.
and I was so happy to see her come out because like fuck Chris Statlander. I'm sorry, no
Yeah.
offense. But yeah, that was a really good episode. Samoa Joe, like all that nonsense.
Yeah.
Kenny's
Yeah. Yeah.
match. This match, I think the other team, like, and this is not to be disrespectful
Which one?
to
Azumi's team or
Azumi's team, not to be disrespectful to Johnny Robbie or Anna Jay or Trisha Dora, could have had one more
yeah.
actually really big wrestler because
Yeah.
the other team is two big names and then two people we know.
Instead of Anna Jay, I think Athena would have benefited from
I
putting
think that
Athena in this
I agree
match.
with you, or even Billy Starks,
Billy Starks, yeah.
because maybe when you look at it from the outside, they're Anna Jay and Billy Starks are the same level of
Yeah.
popularity, but one of them's a much better wrestler. Which, by the way, Anna Jay was really good in this match.
Yes, she was better than normal.
But the other team was two huge names,
Yeah.
another big stardom name, and Viva Van, who people in Strong know.
No, yeah.
Anna Jay just works in AEW, and Trisha Dora just works in
And
Ring of
Hanako is
Honor.
an up and comer. She's new blood tag champion, isn't she?
Yes,
So,
but they in if you watch Stardom, you know who she is,
yeah.
right? Um, Digressing from the point, it was surprisingly better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it was a fun match for
Mina
what it
Shirakawa
was.
was really good. When it came down to the last two, I was very surprised.
Yeah. because Shirakawa went out early, didn't she?
I think two people before this.
Yeah,
The first person out was Trisha,
yeah,
and then Viva Van.
and then yeah, Azumi was the one who got pinned at the end. She was the last one.
Was it? I thought it
I think it
was
was.
Anna Jay versus.
Oh, Anna J. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
Anna Jay versus not Shuri. What the hell's her name?
Micah.
Micah.
Yeah, Micah got the win on this. Yes, but
Which should be because Micah, out of all these wrestlers, is technically the highest pedigree of wrestler that
yes,
was in this match.
she's the exactly. She's your former Stardom
Yeah.
champion, right? Like
Not to take away
it's
from Azumi, but
no
it definitely
Ozumi, who
wasn't.
should be champion right now.
It definitely was not Mina Shirakawa. No offense to
No,
her, but like it was one of those two before her for
I
sure.
think Mina is having a career resurgence right now
Yeah,
because she's been around for a
no, she's
while.
having her breakout. This is her
Yeah,
breakout.
but with that next match, ELP, our boy El Phantasmo against Jeff Cobb for the New Japan World Television Championship.
I want to do like a spin right now, but
Shut the door.
wow. Shut the
Shut the
door.
door.
What a
Shut,
match.
yeah.
He's
Shut the
so
door.
good. Jeff
Turn off the
Cobb is so
lights. Yeah.
good. Hey, yo, listen, you forget El Phantasmo. Like every time I watch an El Phantasmo match, as much as I love him, I'm always like, it's whatever. I don't know. Should I
Yeah.
skip this one? Like I never do, but I think
No.
about it. And then I watch it and I'm like, wow, look at him do all those rope stuff. He could do all that rope stuff.
Yep.
He could do all those things off the top. He could do
Yeah.
little bouncy things. And you're like, well, what the fuck? Like he's so talented.
Like I said, I likened him about a year and a half ago. I said he's like a younger Chris Jericho in his
Give
prime
me, give me Ninja Mac versus
versus ELP.
ALP for the TV title.
Yes,
That's what I want.
please. Yes, I
That's
want
what I
that.
want.
That's exactly what I
Like
want.
desperately,
Even
I'm
though
begging you.
this is what I want too. Jeff Cobb versus ELP.
Please hashtag El Phantasmo, ELP, Ninja Mac,
Mac,
Noah. Make sure
Noah,
that
New Japan. Yeah.
they
All these
hopefully one of them will
yes.
see it and plan this match for
And
us,
plan this
please.
match out at the next crossover event. Please. Please, Ninja Mac. I know you watch the show. You're a friend of the show. Make this happen. Make this
For the
happen.
love of God, make this happen.
But like I said, let's go back to the actual match. It started off so good. Like it started right from the bell. Like it started like
I
nonstop, and it
yeah,
didn't let up.
it stayed continuous throughout the entirety of it, and it was very physical. It was hard hitting. There was a lot of like really crafty maneuvers that I wasn't expecting, especially when he got Jeff Cobb up on his shoulders.
Hmm.
Um, but
Yeah, you had that struggle of him trying to lift Cobb up the
and
whole
then he
time.
got him. I
Hmm.
did he give him a tour of the islands? No, it wasn't a tour of the
No, he
islands.
gave him kind of like a DVD type, a Death Valley Driver type of move.
But
And the outcome,
I didn't like the ending. I'll
I was
give
gonna
it.
say, yeah.
I'm gonna give it both points for originality, and I'm
Hmm.
taking away points for the same cop out ending we keep getting for every TV title match, where it's
Hmm.
always a draw. But the way that they did the draw, I'll give them credit because
Yes, because it was a double
throwing
countout.
not Matt Vandergriff, who was it? The bald guy from the first match,
Oh, Zane
Zane
J.
J. He throws him freaking far.
Yeah, threw him halfway across the arena.
Like I'll give them credit. It was a cool way to have a draw, but
Yeah.
I'm tired of the draws in this specific
And just
division.
to show how much the links Jeff Cobb would go through to get his title back.
Yeah.
But it also
I
shows how
I'm
what
so happy
ELP
that
would do.
I'm so happy that ELP is
Mhm.
the champion. It's like one of those special moments for me as a wrestling fan that this is like why I watch wrestling.
Oh,
But
I
at the
added that
same
to the feel
time,
good moment of
yeah,
2025 already.
agreed. But just at the same time, Jeff Cobb should still be champion.
Yeah,
Like Jeff Cobb is too good of a wrestler to just be floundering. Give
in
them
the
the
mid
tag
card.
belts. Give
Yeah,
them the fucking tag belts. Great O'Con and Jeff Cobb, let them run for it.
yeah. Have them beat the Bucks.
An almost a feel good moment. I wouldn't put it in. Was
Yeah,
getting that how
United Empire.
Empire tag team back.
Yeah. And like I said, this ends in a double countout, so ELP retains. That's our second non-finish of the show. So we got a six-person tag team match. Mayu Iwatani, Yuki Sakazaki, your girl is back, and
Yuka Sakazaki.
Hiromu Takahashi going up against Sumi Sakai and House of Torture members Evil and Show. This was Sumi Sakai's retirement match.
And it's funny because we were just talking about Sumi when we were talking about the Ring of Honor pay-per-view and
Hmm.
Billy Stark's
First ever champ.
career. Um, this match was two things for me.
A lot of shenanigans.
It was fun
Hmm.
and it was heartfelt, like meaningful. The
Hmm.
match was pretty not good. There was a few little moments in it where I was like, I really like what they were doing, like when Iwatani jumped over the ropes,
Yeah.
or when Sakazaki was doing like a little bit of offense. Um, Takahashi hit a few sick moves.
Yeah. Even the comedy spot where they're all holding hands and then they reach out to the
Yeah.
crowd and everybody in the crowd is like,
Or when he had she had him in the arm lockup, the
hmm,
turnover, and
yeah,
she's like roll, and he's like, I'm supposed to roll, and she's like, yeah, and then he does it. But like I had fun with it, a lot of
yeah,
fun, and it meant a lot to me to get to see this as we've
yeah,
in the short amount of time that I've been watching wrestling again, I've seen so many very important events that I
yeah.
feel like a lot of people that are focused on one show like AEW or WWE miss out on the
On
grand
stuff like
world of like
this.
people
Yeah.
that are important to what wrestling is
And
and
you
don't
could
even
tell how much respect Hiromu Takahashi has towards Sumi Sakai in
the
this
wrap up
match.
of the match when everyone was banging on the
Hmm.
mat and everyone was cheering for her and like
Takahashi gives her the
it was a little
jacket.
cry moment. I had a
Yeah,
little cry baby moment and
yeah,
I'm okay with that. But the match was pretty poo.
yeah.
But I
The
had fun.
moment afterwards,
I
yes.
had fun and it meant a lot and I'm there for it and I will
Yeah.
not dock this pay-per-view any points for
And you
this.
could see the emotion in Mayu's eyes too
Yuka at one
yeah,
point they were doing like a back and forth where Mayu and Yuka were getting chopped. She was just letting them
yeah.
they were
How's
letting her chop
evil?
them
Yeah,
and she was like ready to cry. Like she's like, I'm part of this huge like event.
yeah.
And once again we find out Yuka Sakazaki signed to AEW here.
W. Yes.
Miss her so much. She's my
Yeah.
favorite.
What'd you think? Okay, what'd you think of Veda Scott on this one?
To be honest with you, can I be
She
super
wasn't as
honest?
bad.
I didn't notice either of them.
I
Like
focused on the matches.
maybe that's like a good and a bad thing because they weren't so like standy outy to me.
Hmm.
It just like it rolled and it never felt the fact that no one was there to translate Japanese for us,
Yeah,
even though like just watching wrestling now I know what they said.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You get what they're saying. Yeah,
But it was like I really I know he's never on the shows, but I miss Chris already.
yeah.
Hashtag
Big
free my boy Chris Charlton.
free Chris Charlton. Do you think so? I brought this up to you the other day.
No.
You don't think Corey Graves will be in New Japan? You think this is a
Yes,
work
that's
or
okay. I thought you were about to ask me, do you think I think they'll sign Veda Scott? I was about to punch the
no,
monitor.
no, no, no. I'm talking about Corey Graves. Do you
Yeah,
think
you can have Corey
is this
Graves.
is this a shoot? Like, does he really want to leave?
No, I heard it's true.
It's a work.
He
It's a
doesn't
shoot.
like it.
Yeah, he's not happy with the
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
I wouldn't
It's
mind
not a
Corey.
work shoot.
No, it's an actual shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't mind Corey Graves with Stewart on the New Japan Strong shows. He knows his
I
stuff.
need Chris.
I know. We need
You can
Chris on
have
the main
three.
we need him on the main
On
show
the
for sure.
strong, sure. Fucking
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah.
You know what's
Instead.
gonna happen though?
Mm.
If he becomes available and doesn't immediately get signed by New Japan, he's automatically going to AEW. And it's unfortunate, but it's true.
But they don't
Uh
need any more
yes, we know that, but let's just know how he is. He likes to throw money at dumb shit, and that's why Chris Charlton is
and called him a money
suspended.
mark. Yeah.
I'd like to see him on TNA. That would be a cool three-team situation,
Yes.
three-guy situation. I would like that a lot, actually.
And Tom Hannafin and Corey Graves have a history together in NXT.
This is factual.
And Corey Graves has and with Matt Raywald
Maybe
too.
it is a work shoot to get him over to TNA,
TNA.
and this is all planned. Like they knew WWE knew
Because
TNA
big
was
news,
going to sign him.
TNA and WWE reached a
Yeah.
long-term working agreement
But
together.
maybe that's what it is. WWE knew that he was going to leave and that TNA was going to sign him, so they're creating this work shoot so that they can,
Keep them.
and it could cause a beef.
Yeah. Because they renamed the pay-per-view for Sunday.
Did
Well,
they?
it's past now, but it's not just TNA Genesis, it's TNA Genesis NXT.
That's stupid. Let's continue.
But
I never ever want to bring that up again. Okay, you will
okay.
never refer to
But
this ever
we
again.
maybe we may get a Dolph Ziggler Royal Rumble
Stop it. Just
appearance.
stop it. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. I
Now
don't
you
want
hurt
to
my
talk.
feelings. You turned good feelings into
It's the
bad
bad.
feelings.
Okay, let's go back to this. You know what? I know what'll make the mood better. Konosuke Takeshita against Kushida for the Never Openweight Championship.
Yes. As my good friend Tony Schiavone likes to say all the time, Tanosuke Kakeshita.
Should I? Yeah. He can't pronounce his name.
Um, fuck, man.
A match I never knew I wanted.
What do you want to say? This is, listen, I don't like to put this out there lightly because it sounds worse than I mean it. He's
Hmm.
the new version of Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega. Yeah.
And that's not to take away from Will Ospreay, but Will Ospreay is a different kind of wrestler. When you look at
Yes.
what Kenny does and the versatility of Kenny and his stylistic nature,
And
to
his innovation in the ring.
that Konosuke Takeshita has that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Will Ospreay lends himself more to a different he fits in more in like a different category with like an AJ Styles.
Hmm.
He's like the
Action.
updated
Yeah.
version of AJ Styles for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I could agree with that. I could totally agree with that. But I didn't know I wanted this match until we got this match.
I still
I,
don't know if I want this match, but I got it and it was great.
yeah. And it just goes to show how talented Kushida was and how talented
Kushida's
Kushida
so good.
is. And
Let's
he's
what the
being
fuck? Let's hold
wasted.
on. Why were we talking? We didn't know if we wanted this match. This is like
Yes. Okay.
Kushida versus Takeshita. Like, get the fuck out of
This
here.
is okay. Let me rephrase that. This
Don't
is a match I would
demonetize
have
us.
never put together. Like I would have never thought about putting a match like this together.
But it's his run through
Yeah.
of legends that are giving him they know what he is. This is
Yeah.
our chance to put on a good match with him and get our remembered as having a match with him, right?
Hmm.
It's like when Tanahashi and all those guys were trying to have matches with Kenny and Okada as they were both leaving the company, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, let me get in this one match so maybe I can have that match that
That
people will
moment.
remember.
Yeah. That moment or something.
Um,
Absolutely.
but yeah, wow.
Yeah.
The guy is like special, special, and if they know that
Yeah.
If Kushida's nodding the hat to you, you're special.
Yeah.
Forget about Tanahashi, forget about Ishii.
If
Kushida's a
Kushida.
really
Yeah.
important guy to me in what relevance they mean to like what their relevance is to wrestling.
Yeah.
And like that's special. And like his next match is against Oleg, and so see what you have here.
Yeah.
You gave him a triple put over with Japanese legends,
Yeah.
Shingo, Ishii, now Kushida. And what's he gonna do? He's gonna
He's
turn
gonna
around
put
and
over
he's gonna
your
put
new
over
talent.
your new talent in a match. He'll
Yeah.
win, but
Yeah.
he's gonna make Bold No Leg look really
Like a
good.
superstar. Yeah.
And that's a Kenny move.
Yeah. Absolutely it is.
Later, you'll come back and I'll let you beat me. 5 years
Yeah.
from now, you'll come back and you'll beat
You'll beat
me.
me when you've established your name because
That's
right
what
now
that
you're
is.
yeah.
Long-term storytelling.
But Takeshita does win. And this was only for the one belt. It wasn't for both. It was just for the never openweight championship. But Takeshita does win. So we'll go to our next match. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Hechisero.
Ready? I'm gonna say this, and then you can talk as much as you want. I have no other opinions on this match. This was better than both Wrestle Kingdom matches.
Absolutely. Because their styles work together better.
It worked together like flawlessly.
Yeah.
The high flying aspect of what Hechicero can do in comparison to
To the
the
technical
ground
aspect.
technical
Yeah.
aspect of what they could do, but then Zack Sabre Jr. can also hit hard, and
Hmm.
Hechicero can also do
Yeah,
submissions.
because he's not a
Very
small guy, Hechisero. He's
He
pretty
was really
buff.
good at doing the rolly stuff with him
Yeah.
on the ground, and it
Yeah.
looked like Shota doesn't have that.
No. And I agree.
Ricochet, Ricochet had the high flying aspects of Hechicero, but
But he
then
doesn't have
didn't
the
have
ground
the
ability.
ground stuff.
Yeah. The mat wrestling ability that Hechisero did.
It was like a really good match.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
the end of it, I was like, I didn't even want to watch it. This was another like Zack
Yeah.
Sabre Jr. matches are becoming like the ELP
I'm tired
matches,
of yeah.
where it's like I don't know if I want to watch it, but then you watch it and you're like, wow, he is such a good wrestler. I don't know why I didn't want to watch this match.
Yeah.
And I'm being honest, I love you, ELP. Please don't hate me, but I just have this natural instinct
Yeah.
before I watch it, and then watch it, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah. It absolutely. And the length 23 minutes, it's like the right length for it. It was not overly drawn out like a 45-minute match like he had with
No, it
Shota
was
and
really
yeah.
well done.
Yeah. Um yeah, and Zach wins. So with that, our main event of the night, it's El Desperado defending the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship against Taiji Ishimori.
This is what junior
This is what
matches are
junior
all about.
heavyweights are all about. Exactly. I agree. This match was fantastic. I'm glad this was the main event.
We don't have a lot of Ishimori left. We need to
No.
enjoy it while we have it because if you just watch him walk around the outside of the ring, his knees don't work.
No, and I just wish he was a little bit more decorated than he is. He deserves to be more
I
decorated
mean,
than he
in
is.
okay, I agree with you to a point, especially when you look at Sorry, when you look at Desperado's decoration,
Hmm.
you kind of are like, okay, I get it. Like he won the tag belts with ELP, and then he has like three or four junior.
Junior belts, yeah.
Um, but it's like I understand that completely what you're saying to a point, but at the same time, when we first started watching New Japan, well, not you for you first, but
Yeah.
like getting really into it,
Back when we
he
started getting
was
into it
like
about 3, 4 years ago.
he was like unstoppable to the point where he won the junior, he won the belt, he just held the belt forever, and we were
Who,
like, when's
Taiji?
any yeah, we're like, is anyone ever gonna beat this guy? Like it's so annoying. He just wins everything. It's so annoying.
The only thing about Taiji is he's injury prone.
But now we're looking back at it, being like, well, we should have had more of him.
Yeah.
But at the moment, you're upset because like this guy just wins everything. He's
Yeah.
impossible to stop him. If it wasn't for the injury, he would
He
have went
wouldn't have
on
been.
forever.
Yeah.
But
But then
then
again, he would have had matches with Doki, with Master
exactly.
Wato, with
And
that would have put them over. He
well,
would have been in the El Desperado position.
as an ignorant fan, I don't think, oh, this, that, the other thing. Takahashi was out the whole time with injury.
Hmm.
He comes back, wins the belt, and now
Yeah.
we start to feel the same way about him that we did about with Ishimori, where it's like, oh, he
Yeah.
wins everything. It's too much. And then you take the belt away from him, and you're like, wow, this guy's career is so amazing. Like, imagine if he just wins one more.
Yeah.
But then he's gonna win the belt back. We're gonna be like, oh, this guy always has the
This guy
belt.
again. Yeah.
But
It's
like
like Bishamon with the tag belts.
Desperado right now, as unintentional as it was, is where I started to like really appreciate. And I no
The junior
longer will be
heavyweights.
upset. I will no longer be upset with the way they choose to direct it because it's like, don't I want these legends to have
Matches?
legendary careers
Yeah,
and
absolutely
great
we do.
matches? I do.
Yeah, because
I
I
would
don't think
love to
I've
see
ever
Waddle
seen him.
win, but Waddle's not going anywhere.
No.
Hopefully. I don't know why I
Yeah.
did quotes. Cross my fingers. Hopefully. You know?
If anybody, they're banking on Doki.
Doki, Watto. I
Yeah.
would like to see one more Kushida. Just give me a little taste.
Just yeah, a little taste of the Kushida run. Probably the greatest, one of the greatest. Hell, give me another Kanemaru run, even with the junior tag belts.
Can I say something? I really wish that we got that. I
Yeah.
really I have a weird fucking place for him in my heart that's like strange.
Yeah. Because he's out of all the junior heavyweights, I think he's one of the most underappreciated one.
He can go like nobody's
Yeah.
business, and he shouldn't be able to after the career that he's had.
No. And same thing with Taguchi.
I mean, I like to see Taguchi win the tags. I don't want to see him win the main
Yeah.
belt, but I agree with you. To get Taguchi the trios belts, this is
Yes.
what you have them for. Why are they on whoever they're on? Just
Tanahashi, Oleg Boltin,
let's go.
And Toru Yano.
Come on, man. Toriano doesn't even deserve
Is
a
it Toru Yano?
belt.
Yeah.
Yano's career, I think it's Ishii actually.
It is
Yano's
Ishii, yeah.
career is really good when you look at it before the joke character,
Yes.
but I don't need any more of that.
No.
You
Yeah.
know, like it's like Gato and
Yeah.
Jado. So much respect for everything they've done. I love the way they book in New Japan, but you can
Hmm.
see the cracks of where the booking went, right?
Yeah.
You had the Jay White era where like all of a sudden this huge comeback for Bullet Club, and you knew that Gato's
That's
like
all
booking the shit
Gato.
out of
Yeah.
this. And then that huge dip until recently for like the War
That
Dogs
was
came
all
back and we kind of
Tanahashi.
liked it. It was all Tanahashi, but then now you're seeing it like this uprising. But there's also this confusion of what's happening with David Finley. But
Yeah.
still, you could see that Gato is like just like let me book.
Yeah. Just let me keep booking. Yeah. And leave the junior division to Rocky.
Just yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
Anyways, this match was really good.
Fantastic. What do you think of the outcome? Desperado retains. I thought they were going to do a title switch
No,
here.
I'm happy it's too soon.
Too soon?
Rematch, then winning.
Okay. Okay. All right then. What would you score this show?
7.7.
I'm right there with you. I gave this a 7.6. So I think that's the right scores. That's perfect. I think. Yeah. So with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. Tune in not tomorrow, but on Wednesday, because I need extra time to prep for it. we will finally have our 2024 Wrestling Awards show. It will air this Wednesday. Make sure you tune into Spotify. So if you cannot watch us doing it, you can listen to it and give pleasure to your ears by hearing our wonderful voices.
Ear pleasure.
Ear pleasure. Okay. Get that wax out of there and listen to us on Spotify. It's been going well. We're getting the audience. So let's build that up. So thanks again. And like I said, tune in on Wednesday for our 2024 awards show. The reason why we're doing it later this year was we wanted to make sure we watched everything from 2023 right up until the end, and then, give us a couple weeks to prep everything. And we're finally bringing it out to you this week. So, with that out of the way, thanks again for joining us. We'll see you on Wednesday. And in the words of Kenny Omega, goodbye and good night.